you. Item C is consideration of approving the 5th Street private water line agreement. I think you have some update that you'd like to give us.
Yes. We've met with various people out along the section there, I guess, per se. And our original agreement had stated in it that we were going to put in, try and put in a 6-inch main around that section. The cost involved in doing that is quite extensive, and a lot of the landowners or homeowners out there weren't too excited about putting that much money forward. So what we are proceeding with trying to do is put in either a 3 or 4-inch main, which will drop the cost down for the people that want to do it quite extensively and still give us pretty decent water pressure. It will limit the number of people that can hook onto that line though. But at this time, we're trying to get the people that want to get on, and the others, I guess, if they don't want to chip in, then that's their decision at this point in time. If we do go with the 3-inch main, we would not be able to put a fire hydrant on there, so the city would not have to forgo that cost as far as for the hydrant, and we're aware of that. At this point, we'd just rather get the project done.
Simply because you wouldn't have ample supply, correct?
Exactly. What I've been told is a 3-inch line will not maintain a fire hydrant.
Right.
So besides that, I don't know.
Are we, the only reason why I asked this question is because it's come up since the last meeting. Is there still any entertaining of an alternative route?
No.
Okay.
No. We had contemplated going up that hill, but meeting with the contractor we have, there's so many unknowns going up that street that it is actually probably a safer bid for all of us to go the 10,000 feet around instead of up that hill, because he feels he can probably do it at a more affordable rate, even though we have to go that far around the section. So basically the only changes to the agreement that we foresee are the size of the main, and then of course if it is the 3-inch, we will take out the section where it says the city will provide the hydrant, because that's kind of a moot point if the 3-inch main is in there. The only other clarification that the people we've been talking to have asked is to make sure everything that's in here, I don't know if they mentioned, but we will be responsible for buying the individual meters from the city, which we're all aware of. But as far as any other fees or anything, is everything set forward? I mean, do you see anything missing in our agreement as far as anything we'd have to pay the city or any other charges that could be out there?
We can talk about that some tomorrow if you want. I don't know what arrangements you have made with your engineering or with your contractor. So if tomorrow when you come to see me, if you could bring with me what your allocation from your contractor is, we can go over that and just make sure.
I just wanted to make sure there was no hidden other fees, but we have worked into our bid the pit, building the pit, and everything, I think, except the regulator.
Because I know we talked about the idea of whether or not he did quote you the pit or not the last time.
And we have that figured in. So I just wanted to make sure there was no other fees out there that we were not aware of.
Yeah, if you come up with an itemization tomorrow, we'll just make sure there's nothing missing.
Okay.
Out of the
okay. I just wanted to make sure.
Question, any idea on the 3-inch and 4-inch lines, how many additional residents could be hooked up to that?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
The 3-inch line, we can have, our contractor says 4 to 5 would be what we could put on to all maintain a decent supply of water. Total. Yeah, I mean 4 to 5 total on that 3-inch main.
And you've probably checked with existing homeowners out there right now?
What we're doing is, because there's a number of homeowners out there, the people that were most willing to do the project when it was a 6-inch main are the ones that are being contacted first, because they have had initial interest from the very beginning and have supported the project, and we feel that those people should be given the first right to join onto the line. If we hit that magic number of 5, at that point in time, it'll be the 5 of us that are responsible for maintaining that line, and no one else could go on. But everyone met, I mean, we met with everybody, contacted everybody about the 6-inch line, and people just...
But after that point, say, like you do have the 5, and a 6th person wants to join it, they would be responsible for upsizing that line in the future? Or
I mean, there'd be really no way of doing that. There'd be no, and unfortunately that's the way it is, but the price difference between the 3-inch and the 6-inch, I think we can get it done if we do the 3-inch, which right now is the goal.
And how
Just a
big
question though. I'm
is
sorry.
between the 3 and the 4 inch?
Yeah.
Is there quite a difference?
Not
between-
really, as far as the number of people that could go on.
Okay.
Not a huge difference, at least not for us to have to put more of it up front. If they don't want to
What's
step
the difference
up
in
now.
price, Jackie, between the 6-inch and the 3-inch?
The 6 is over $4, at over $4 a foot, I think, and the 3-inch is $275, $285.
It was double?
Or yeah, something like $245. No, it's $245. I'm sorry.
Obviously,
For the 3-inch.
the only reason I'm mentioning it, somebody might fall into the same similar situation you did in the future. Person you're asking about water right now may not want to pay for a 6-inch line, but may sell off a couple acres of their property, and the person want to build out there, and then they're in the same situation you were.
And they've been contacted at this point and explained, you know, that this is the option. And frankly, I don't really want to foot the bill for them not making the decision right now.
I can understand too.
So I guess they either step up now or, I mean, that's just the way it is. And unfortunately, it has to be that way. I guess unless the city really wants to put in the 6-inch main, and, you know, that's still an option.
But, you know, the volume of the water going through a 4-inch, I'm just thinking of the, you know, volume or area of a circle, you know, it goes up with as a square of the radius, I think. But it's, so wouldn't a 4-inch transmit quite a bit more? I mean, I would think you'd be able to double. And what I'm thinking is you know, and I've driven that area out there, there's possibility of development there. If we, you know, have extra capacity, you know, there's certainly a chance for further development out there. You know, people like water, there's no question about it. You know, if it's not going to be that much additional to go from 3 to 4, I think we need to know what the volume or what the extra capacity would be. You know, perhaps we could look at that as an option for the city to consider for future development, because
But these are, we have to put a 6-inch line.
well, we have to
If
go
the
from
city
3 to
puts
6.
it in,
We can't.
we have to go to a 6-inch line.
We go 3 and then 6.
No.
If the
They
city
can do,
was,
We can do whatever.
They do
They
whatever
can
they
do
want.
whatever they
they would
want.
run a 5/8.
but the moment the city actually puts in a line, it has to be 6-inch. Since they are doing it as a private entity, they can put it in at a smaller size.
Wow.
So
Jackie,
unfortunately, that's what it's come to. In order to get it done, we had to come up with a solution that would work for the people that really wanted it.
So what are the only advantages of a 4-inch line for you?
There's
Just
not a whole
the
lot.
Why, just the fire hydrant? Can you do a fire
But
hydrant?
basically, the fire hydrant is
Okay.
the only reason for the 4-inch line, and if
Because he didn't think it would serve any more households.
no, not a whole lot more. I mean, not really worth the extra cost for us at this point. So that's why we're pretty much leaning towards the 3-inch. Yeah, there's really just no other reason.
Has he given you bids on all 3?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah, I know the price per
Okay.
on all 3. So it is about half.
If you'll bring the itemization with you tomorrow, we'll just make sure there's nothing
Can
else.
I have a copy of that,
we're missing.
Of
all 3 of the bids?
the amount per
Yeah.
foot. Yeah, I can get you that number of what it is per foot. So I guess that's all we have, and hopefully within 2 weeks we can get this finalized so that we can get it approved. Because I know we're trying to get him to do this by the end of April or so. So hopefully that'll be a possibility. Is there anything major that anybody sees that needs to be adjusted that we can work on in the meantime, or does it look
You probably have
acceptable?
more
Yeah,
information.
we can talk about the details, make sure you don't have any issues with
Okay.
anything in particular tomorrow.
Okay, that sounds good.
Thank you, Jackie.
And
Very much.
I would just like to commend you folks for working on this and going with it. I mean, I'm tickled that you're getting it and appreciate your persistence on it, so good going.
Thanks.
Thank you. Okay.